since this class is called Digital Design, I was thinking I would show you some designs. One of the assignments I thought would be fun would be looking at retro comic book ads. Here's an old one, Uncle Harry. Here is an amazing wrist radio. We got this guy asking if you're shamed by your English. Shamed by you English? That is a parody one. Hey, Stan Lee, giving us a bullpen bulletins. Train you, radio and television. This lady wants to sell you miniature dogs. We got a Hypno coin, G.I. Joe dolls, a Polaris nuclear sub, probably not for real. Got ads for karate by this guy who calls himself Count Dante. Another Count Dante. Miniature monkeys. I thought it would be fun and easy for us to do an assignment based on these old ads. So what I wanted us to do was take a look at what they have in common. One thing they all have in common is they are a combination of photographs and bright colored pictures. So what I wanted us to do was use a picture of ourselves. Obviously, we're going to have to make it black and white. There's a black and white photo. There's a black and white photo. We're going to convert ours to black and white. Also, the colors are made up of what is known as bin-day dots. Bin-day process is a printing and photo engraving technique for producing areas of gray or various colors by using fine patterns of ink on paper. It was developed in 1879 by illustrator and printer Benjamin Henry Day, Jr. If I zoom in, you will see that this blue flash bulb on this camera has light blue and slightly darker blue, but it's made up of tiny little dots. Now sometimes these tiny dots or different patterns will interfere with each other, and you'll get what we call a moire pattern, which is a French term. And in mathematics, physics, and art, moire patterns or moire fringes are large-scale interference patterns that can be produced when a partially opaque ruled pattern with transparent gaps is overlaid on another similar pattern. And that happens a lot in this guy's black karate tunic, his gi. So we do want to try to avoid that. How do I want us to design ours? Just like this. I'm going to go open Photoshop. There it is. File. I'm going to make this 10 inches, not pixels, definitely not pixels. Got to type that again. 10 inches by 10 inches, 200 pixels per inch. Let's go with CMY color, create. That should be a nice big square. If I want to crop this, I can crop this. So, what do these pictures have in common? The photographs themselves are made up of tiny black dots. There's usually solid colors surrounding them, like yellow or red. They could be off-register. And off-register just means that the color plate, the cyan, magenta, yellow, or black, is moved over. You can see that there's artifacts of black smudged under the letters. You can tell on this girl that the yellow doesn't look like it's coloring inside the lines. It's shifted to the right a little. And all of these are printed on newsprint. So those are the four things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the black dots, solid colors, off register, and colored in newsprint. Those are the four things I'm grading. So back to this assignment. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Google, check my emails. I emailed myself a picture of myself that I took myself. I'm going to click on download, image number 9. It should be there waiting for me. There we go. Posing like Stan Lee. File, open, desktop, downloads, image 9, open. And there it is. Let's see, Control C, Control V. You know what, let me go to image mode grayscale, don't flatten, discard color information. Oh, make sure my feathering is set at 0. I want very crisp lines. Let me zoom in and start erasing. Okay, I really hope this ends up looking retro. I'm going to move me about right there. I am going to go to Filter. Let me zoom in. Oh no. Let me zoom in and Filter, Pixelate, Color Halftone. This will be interesting because there's no color. It's a gray image. If I set it to 4, I get tiny dots. And that looks terrible, which is kind of what we're going for. But maybe not that bad. Control Z. If I go to Pixelate, Color Halftone, let's do max radius 16. Those are gigantic dots. I want something in between. I'm going to do 8. That should be retro. Next up, that's in its own layer. Okay, what I want to do now is go to Mode, CMYK, don't flatten, click on OK. Now, turn off the background. I'm going to Magic Wand the background. I'm going to fill this with pure magenta. So if I click on black, I can come up here. That's good. I really think the number code for pure magenta is 00FF00. Nope, it is FF00FF. That is pure magenta. And I'm going to fill in this layer with pure magenta like that. And if you want to Google the code for pure yellow or pure cyan, you could do that too. This step, in a new layer, I'm going to type my name, except I'm going to use a very fat font, and I want it to be white. I'm a big fan of impact, honestly. 72 point, that's pretty good. Mr. Pen, digital design. Obviously, I got to make this one smaller. That'll work. I got to make Mr. Pen bigger. Whoa! Nope, not that big. 125 works for me. Everybody's name is different. Let me go to Merge Visible or Merge Down. Now that's not a text layer, it is an image layer. But I can move all these together. I'm going to right click where it says Mr. Pen. I'm going to go to Blending Options, Stroke Black Outside. I want to make an outline right here. Oh kids, we're about to cross the finish line. I do think I want to crop this. There's my image. One of the things I'm grading is offset. If I go to my magenta layer, click on multiply, make that a multiply layer, now it's a transparent layer. If I move it over just a little, it goes into my Bende dots like that. The last thing I want to do to make it look retro is find some newsprint. So how do I do that? Google is full of different patterns. I'm going to type in newsprint texture, and you're going to get a whole lot of choices. If I go to images, I'm looking for one that looks pretty dirty. I guess this one will work. Any other better ones? I think I like this one. Edit, copy, edit, paste. Whoa, that was tiny. If I move this up top here, and I go to scale, and I hold down shift, I can make it as big as I need to. I'm going to drag this one down to the bottom. What I'm going to do now is make sure this is turned off, my newsprint layer. Newsprint. I'm going to make sure my newsprint layer is turned off. I'm going to come up here to merge visible. And now I can tell this layer, this one that says layer 1, I'm going to tell it multiply. And now you can tell that that looks like it was printed on newsprint. It is off register and it looks old. Okay, black dots check, solid color background check, off register check, newsprint check. This is what a 100 would look like. File, export, export as. Make sure it's a JPEG. Export, retro add, self-portrait, check. Save. I can't wait to see what you guys turn into me in Canvas. Until next time, see you later. Bye.